Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chilwell. Morera.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. He's in a great decent chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Al Nassr really could have done without this. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And that's one back. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Al Nassr are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Van Dijk. And it's Hakimi. And it's Camavinga. Baku. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Chance for a shot! More and more pressure on the ball here. Looking for options for movement. Now can he... And a chance! They've done it! Strasbourg back on level terms. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Adams. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Lewandowski. Camavinga. Marquinhos. Looking for the run. Chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitution in progress.
Al Nassr with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Chilwell can get it clear. And it's Puyol. Marquinhos. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish? And again.
Substitution. Substitution on the field. Number 9.
This is their second corner of the game.
Number 11. Robert Lewandowski. Number 30.
Cleared away.
David Villa. Number 8.
Just about up to 75 minutes. It's a
Edward
threatening ball.
coming on the field.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 20. Mbappe.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Number 18.
Al
Bellingham.
Nassr really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Just eases him off the ball. He can get that clear.
Substitutions taking place.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either.
Mbappe! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
7 minutes is number 20. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Al Nassr take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Has been indicated.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Hakimi. He's picked his way through. Look at this. Tries a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Merlin. That'll be a throw. That's really well cleared. And it's Hakimi. Great ball if he can get there. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions. It's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really
He's having off the post. Adams. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cisse. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Mete. Abiati gets it away. What a throw in.
Stade Rennais really have found that.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution.
Terrific save by Abiati. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
That's a decent clearance. Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. He's through here. Now it's Villa. And here's Palmer. And this is Lewandowski. Can he finish? It's there! Al Nassr take the lead. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Number 11, Robert Lewandowski.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Reinders. Al Nassr have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Wriggles his way through. And it's Merlin. No foul, says the referee. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
2 added minutes has been
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Deftly away. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Al Nassr are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Hakimi calmly anticipates. Van Dijk. And Puyol. And it's Otto. Knocks it into space. That's going to go a long way. Now, can they get him away? Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
It's a promising position. Otto. Marquinhos. Al Nassr are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Palmer. Tries to play it through. Merlin. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. Shoots! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Substitution in progress.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Thinks it's a ball!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
And he's picked it up out wide. Now there's a fight, and the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for Stade Rennais, number 9.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very...
Chance for a shot! It's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Number 7, Gareth Bale.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Angers.
Has been indicated.
He's shifting through the gears here. Frankowski. No, again there's no way through. Looking for the run. Bale, and this is Bale. Ødegaard takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ødegaard. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Al Nassr really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
And a quick announcement.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd... It's Lewandowski! There it is! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
West Ham are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That'll be a throw. And it's Bowen. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lucas Paqueta. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Villa. Al Nassr leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1. David Villa! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 13, David Villa. David Villa. David Villa.
Al Nassr are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Chance for a shot!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Bowen. No, he's not getting any further than that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bowen! Marquinhos gets rid without sophistication. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Bowen. has a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Threads one in. Abiati claims comfortably. Odo. Looking for options for movement. Lewandowski. David Villa. Al Nassr looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Villa. Now there's a fine ball. Lucas Paqueta. And it's Wilson. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He won't be happy with that one. Somerville. Lucas Paqueta. And the half-time whistle goes. Reflections on the first half.
Al Nassr really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Al Nassr sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. Camavinga. And Hakimi. Adams. And it's Camavinga. And Hakimi. Palmer. That's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He is through here. Bowen. Cross into the box. Terrific header. He can get that clear. Knocks it into space. He's got away. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Wilson. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. West Ham finding their passes. He shifted it to the flank, looking for the run. This looks promising. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution in progress. Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Todibo receives it in a good position here. Somerville! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Number 17, Reinders. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 7, Bale. Number 18, Bellingham.
Oh, easy pickings there. Great vision. He's in space and looking for options. Fulkrug! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Ward-Prowse, full big chance! He has done it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Number 11.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that...
Decent chance! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Good ball, good take. Lucas Paqueta bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Chance here to counter.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. 5 minutes to add. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's heaved it away. And that is that. Al Nassr can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
And we come to you now with a quick request.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through. He shifted it to the flank. Can he get on the end of this? He's in space and looking for options. And that has been clubbed away. That's an imaginative pass. Van Dijk gets it away. That's the throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. He's found the way. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Decent chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Now it's Messi. Can he latch on to this? Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now he's got space here. And that should get the job done. And here's Mbappe. And he's gone looking for safety. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Van Dijk. And that is as far as they're going to go. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, they've got it again. And here's Hazard. Van Dijk gets good distance on it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good effort from distance. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave.
Real chance! It's in! And just like that, he hits 50. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Torres. Oh, cracking ball. There's no... Goes for a shot! And he's found the net! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Al Nassr get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
No, he's managed to misplace that. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found... And he shoots! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Knocks it out wide. Palmer gets it away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Messi. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, they could be caught out here. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier.
And a chance! Goal! Argentina! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And the pass is intercepted. Palmer. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Now, who's going to be first to this? Adams gets good distance on it. Looking for a runner. And that has been cleared. Rooney producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Palmer. Looking for the run. Palmer has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. First quarter of an hour gone. A probing pass. Palmer! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Palmer really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. He's gone for goal. Oh, nearly. Nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Mbappe finds himself offside. Ambitious ball here. Adams cuts it out. Well, there's the clearance. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Mbappe. Nice looking ball. Over to the left. Mbappe! And he's cut it out. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rooney! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. Couldn't squeeze it through. Beckham powering forward here. And here's Mbappe driving through the middle. Palmer. Conte. Now that's well seen too. Cannavaro. Ribéry. Adams gets it clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Torres clears. Another throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. And this is Torres. Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, super ball! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that's definitely not his best. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, that has not gone well. Al Nassr still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well,
It was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Substitutions taking place.
And they've got rid. And that has put paid to that. Saka plays a sharp little ball here. Brilliantly cut out. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And smartly reclaimed. That's a cute ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Al Nassr really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And no, that was never going to make it. That's a little off target. It's a searching pass. And he's there to clear it. And now they can clear their lines.
Substitution in progress.
Beckham. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Hazard.
Has been indicated.
And he will. And Ribéry! Loose ball now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. And surely now, the result beyond doubt. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Argentina could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.